plant haul. All these fabulous plants. What have I got? Okay, let's do it. So I've got a few different succulents. 1, 2, 3, $2 each from Coachwood Nurseries. Thank you very much. I've also got, for just $6, some turmeric, which I'm going to grow. That grows really well in Sydney. Also, I've got my very first tamarind tree. So I've got a focus on edible plants that I've bought this year. So they have this beautiful foliage that creates dappled shade. They are a really big tree though. So I'm going to figure out where to put them over time, but I'm going to keep them in a pot for a few years and enjoy them first. What else did I get? I also got from Plant Lovers Fair, I got this. This is Havenia dulcis. It's the Chinese raisin tree, and it's really kooky because you eat a weird part of the plant. What part of the plant do you eat? You eat the equivalent, if you were eating, say, grapes. These, you don't eat the grapes, you eat the grape stem. So the stems become swollen, and they start to taste, as the name would suggest, like raisins. So there you go, there's that one. What else did I get? I also got the yellow Jaboticawa. The yellow one's quite rare. And this is kooky too because it forms the fruit on the trunk instead of at the tips of the branches like normal fruit trees do. So that is going to be not only beautiful but tasty as well. All of these plants that I've gotten, I like to find things that have got beautiful foliage but also are going to produce fruit. The last thing I've got, last but not least, are these. Woohoo! These are the grape tree, sea grape, sorry, and they are a beautiful tree that's native to like around Florida, first line coastal. They can take, which means they can grow right on the beach, and they have a number of really amazing things about them. They have this big rounded leaf, which can get as big as basketballs. They also have, as you can see, this red colouring in the venation. The American Indians actually used them to create red dye with that red colour. They get a red flush, you can kind of see it on this leaf here, a red kind of bronze new flush, beautiful. They can be grown as a tree or as a shrub, which the Jaboticawa can be as well, which is cool. You just, keep it trimmed down to not, I don't want to say force, to encourage, that's better, to encourage a more shrubby form. So we're still talking about the sea grapes, and what's the other thing I wanted to say? Oh, they have their flowers held in these long, thin, we call them racemes in botany, with these little fat juby fruits all the way down that you can eat again. They start off green, then they turn pink, then they turn purple. So that's really got like some wonderful ornamental qualities to it. So there you have it. There is my wonderful plant haul. I hope that if you didn't make it to the Plant Lovers Fair this year, that you'll come with me next year, because I always find really wonderful things there. I have such a good time. There's a great vibe, and I get to support small local growers who are producing unusual things that they're passionate about. So rather than, hardware stores that tend to kind of go for the lowest common denominator, just producing things cheaply, which is cool, but producing things that they know they're going to be able to sell a lot of. So it ends up dumbing down our industry because they don't want to find unusual cool things. So the unusual cool things you can find at Plant Lovers Fair. See you next year.